Welcome back to Grimvincible Productions. I'm Grim, and if you are new to music production, today I'm showing you how easy it is to make music in FL Studio 2025, even if you're just starting out. We'll use free loops, the playlist, and some slick keyboard shortcuts, so no fancy gear needed. Stick around and you'll have your first beat in minutes. Let's jump in. To start off with, here's my setup. FL Studio is up on my main monitor here. I also have my MPCX for extra sounds and MIDI control, and my Tascam Model 16 for crisp audio, which is the audio interface I'm currently using to make this video. Don't worry though, you'll only need FL Studio to follow along, but expect me to start making videos with all of my production tools in the coming weeks. I do also usually build beats from scratch or use Vocally a double or two to get my ideas down, but today we're keeping it very simple with FL's built-in loops to help you get started. In FL Studio, open your browser, head to Sounds, and start going through the pile to find a few that you like. Once I found one that I liked, I dragged it into the playlist and made sure to select the matching key in the browser of the first selected sound to help me find more that fit. I found a melody loop and added a synth loop here. I'm kind of working backwards from my typical workflow, but once I had a melody I liked, I went searching for some drum loops. I found a snare loop that I liked, so I added that to the playlist. Once you've added something to the playlist, it also shows up in the channel rack. So when I saw this loop was 4 bars and my other sounds were 8, I dragged another one to the beginning of bar 5. Many producers will tell you that working from loops not only takes away from creativity, but also limits your workflow. So I was struggling to find a kick loop that went with the snare. I went looking for a one-shot that I could create a pattern with myself. Once I found one, I created a pattern with it and filled out the rest of the track. If you've placed something in the playlist and want to move it, make sure you have the pencil selected by pressing P and left-click and drag to where you want it. When working in loops, you'll often find trailing sections that go past the beat you'd like them to end on, so you can press C to activate the slice tool, place your mouse over the part you'd like to cut, and left-click. You can also use E to select any areas of the playlist to modify them. Here I selected my created tracks and copied them to the beginning of bar 9. With your pencil out, if you left-click over a track, you can see what the track relates to in the channel rack, which I did here to assign each track its own insert on the mixer. I then found levels that I liked before continuing my search for more sounds to add depth. I decided to add some background vocals, again making sure to select the matching key in the browser. When I found some that I liked, I again dragged them into the playlist and created a pattern to fill out the song. With the pencil out, when you hover over the beginning or end of a track, you can also see 2 dots, one at the beginning, one at the end, that allows you to fade in or fade out said track. Really, a lot of working in loops is just finding sounds that you like, finding sounds that match, and mixing them to an appropriate level. This is something anyone of any skill level can do and have some fun with while they're at it. And that's it. You've made your very first beat and learned a bit about navigation in FL Studio in the process. As promised, it was in fact pretty easy, but if you do want more tips like this, smash that like button, subscribe to Grimvincible Productions, and hit the bell. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you're creating, and check out my playlists for coding, 3D printing, and more creative adventures. See you next time.